Imagine a move that could completely change the direction of the Steelers and shake up the entire AFC North. That's exactly where Pittsburgh is right now, at a turning point, and some big names are being talked about behind the scenes. Mike Tomlin has made his stance clear, the fan base is split, and a familiar name from around the NFL is once again heating up conversations inside the locker room. And to stir the pot even more, a former player made a bold comparison involving a young draft prospect who could shock everyone. This goes way beyond speculation. We're talking about the immediate future of the most important position on the team. Don't miss a single detail, and go ahead and smash that like button. Today's video is unmissable. The Steelers are officially at that point where they either hit a home run at quarterback or stay stuck in the same spot. Everyone in Pittsburgh knows it. Mike Tomlin knows it. The fans know it. The rest of the AFC North already has quarterbacks who lighted up Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and even Deshaun Watson if he remembers how to play. And while everyone else is gunning for the Super Bowl, the Steelers are still trying to figure out who's going to lead their offense. Mason Rudolph? He had a redemption arc at the end of 2023, stepping in as the third-string QB and, surprisingly, getting the job done. His accuracy showed up, the yardage came in, and he even led the team to the playoffs. Sure, it was only 3 solid games, but it earned him a 2-year, $7.5 million contract. Tomlin says he feels comfortable with him, but comfort doesn't win divisions. That's where a name that always shakes up the NFL enters the chat: Aaron Rodgers. Just imagine that guy in Pittsburgh. Yeah, he's already 41 and coming off an injury, but what he brings in terms of field vision, leadership, and locker room presence can't be taught. If there's still gas in the tank, the Steelers would instantly become a more dangerous team. If they prefer a slower build, the 2025 draft has some intriguing options. Shedeur Sanders, Jalen Milroe, Jackson Dart, young guys with plenty of tools to develop. But throwing a rookie behind an O-line that's still under construction is asking for him to run for his life. And trying to develop a QB in the middle of chaos is rarely a recipe for success. Then there's the veteran route. Kirk Cousins would be the safest choice. Experienced, steady, reliable. He'd fit Arthur Smith's system and bring that "we're in this" vibe. Ryan Tannehill is another option, not as flashy, but he knows the scheme and can hold down the fort while a rookie gets ready. And of course, there are the cheaper names: Andy Dalton, Tyrod Taylor, even Jimmy G, who could serve as plan B or C, depending on how bold the front office wants to be. The reality is, the Steelers can't keep relying on defense and hope. With TJ Watt leading an elite unit and young talent ready to explode on offense, all that's missing is a quarterback who can actually make a difference, not just stay out of the way. So, can you win in the playoffs with Rudolph? Maybe. But if Pittsburgh wants more than just maybe, they've got to aim higher. Because in the AFC North, surviving isn't enough anymore, it's kill or be killed. So what do you think? Was what we saw at the end of last season enough to fully trust the current solution? Drop your thoughts in the comments. But hold tight, because the next headline brings up a name that could divide opinions and reignite hope among Steelers fans. Steelers fans are starving for a new quarterback who can reignite the fire at Heinz Field, and the name currently lighting a few sparks is Jackson Dart. Now get this. Former offensive lineman Trey Essex didn't hold back and dropped a comparison that's bound to make every black and gold fan keep an eye on the 2025 draft. According to him, Dart is a mix of Big Ben with a touch of Josh Allen. How's that for a take? During an appearance on the Arthur Moats Experience, Essex said, "Dart comes from a heavy-hitting offense at Ole Miss led by Lane Kiffin and knows how to manage chaos on the field. He sees in the kid that rare combo of arm strength, physical toughness, and that ability to improvise and extend plays, just like the 2 QBs who took over the league in their own eras." Of course, not everyone's sold. Dart's draft stock is more unpredictable than an offense with no O-line. Some have him in the top 10, others think he'll slide into day 2. The problem for Pittsburgh? They don't have a second-round pick, so if they're really into him, they might need to pull the trigger at pick 21 before someone else does. Let's keep our feet on the ground, though. Dart isn't exactly built like Big Ben or Josh Allen. He's 6'2", 223 lbs, and according to NFL.com, the official label is good backup with starter potential. So don't expect an instant savior, but also don't rule out the possibility of growth if the team is patient and doesn't throw him to the wolves right away. That's the key here. Development. Even Roethlisberger didn't explode out of the gate. Remember, he only started in week 3, and Josh Allen didn't become a monster until his 3rd season. If Dart gets a chance to learn, grow, and isn't pressured to be the hero the second he steps on the field, maybe, just maybe, he turns into the answer Pittsburgh's been searching for since Big Ben hung it up. The sky's the limit. But, as always, the NFL clock waits for no one. Honestly, the Steelers are flirting with a dangerous crossroads. Playing it safe might keep the team competitive, but never dominant. On the other hand, taking a shot on a high upside name, even with question marks, might be the exact push they need to rise back to the top. The front office is going to need courage, vision, and most importantly, precision. Because getting this wrong means another year of frustration. If you want to follow every step of this rebuild, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss a single update from your favorite team.